go by DJ Epik. I'm part of Fireworks Productions. That's a production team consisting of me, Goldfingers, and Authentic. You know, I've been doing this in Sacramento a long time. Probably DJing, you know, well over 15 years, and been making beats probably about 13 years. You know, don't plan on quitting anytime soon. The DJing thing definitely influenced me to get into making my own beats, because I started DJing, you know, I was about 14. Wasn't really DJing out anywhere. I was more of a bedroom DJ, just, you know, working on mixtapes and pause mixes and just, you know, honing my skills. And from there, you know, it kind of just led into me wanting to make my own beats, you know. Being a DJ kind of makes you dissect music and kind of analyze the formulas, you know, the way that drums work and the different patterns, different type of quantization, or, you know, so I want to say I started making beats probably when I was about 18. You know, started off with just a little crappy little sampler on the side of my mixer, you know, a little Gemini sampler that you just press the button the whole time, no loop or anything. You know, I had to do all my samples live on an analog 4-track. One of my buddies had an MPC 2000, Time Bomb, DJ Time Bomb. He was the first person I seen with the, you know, with the actual sequencer. He had the, I think it was an original, just a regular MPC 2000, and went over there, saw what he was doing, and was like, man, I gotta get one of these. So saved up for a while and finally got my first one. I think in like 90, or like 99. And I've just been using it. I've stuck with the MPC ever since.
Epik. Do your research from Mac Dre to Too Short. For Most Def, Legendary Records, man. Holla at your boy, he on fire, man. Fireworksproductions.com. Check him out, man. Your boy hot. Shout out to DJ Epik.
Definitely, I mean, some of my influences as far as hip hop go, you know, I've always been a huge fan of Premier. DJ Premier, Pete Rock, Dr. Dre, Timberland, High Tech, J Dilla, of course, you know, rest in peace, J Dilla. You know, I do pretty much change the game, just change hip hop and just music in general, man, with the way his beats were timed and his feel, and the way he chopped up his samples and filters and all that. You know, I mean, he's definitely one of my influences. I'm just more into a classic, timeless type of sound, so I see myself fitting into the dude you get out for the banging, you know, album tracks that, you know, that people are always gonna bump. I want to be the dude that has the timeless sound that you're going to listen to for years to come, not the dude that you're going to bump for a week or a month or a year and oh, it's on to the next guy, you know? That was kind of dope. Damn.
And, you know, DJ Epik was one of my earliest influences, because when I started listening to the Cuff and Verbatim and Socialistic, you know, I was always a fan of the beats. And then I met Epik when I was like 13 at Tower Records, like buying a Living Legends tape or something like that. And yeah, you know, we chopped it up. I was like, oh, you're DJ Epik, man, Verbatim, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, ever since then, he's always been, you know, nothing but a humble dude, and I always respect his craft. And, you know, I've definitely been influenced in my beats by DJ Epik, and, you know, he showed me a few key things on the MPC over the years. But yeah, Epik's a beast, man. I mean, amazing, great sample chops, great build-ups, just a great producer in general, you know. And on top of that, he's also a good friend of mine, and, you know, a real humble and hungry cat. So
Tongue was actually one of the first rappers that I had done business with when I was really getting heavy into producing. Always been a fan of Lynch since back in the day. You know, 24 Deep was one of the dopest albums to ever come out in SAG hip hop history. So I kept working with him throughout the years. Once he hooked up with Strange Music, he got at me right away. He was like, man, I need some Epik on this. And you know, I submitted a bunch of beats. He's very picky, so you got to send him about 20 beats and he'll find that one that he likes. Yeah. But you know, some magic came out of it. You know, I did one on Dinner and a Movie, and then I did 2 on the last Coat Hanger Strangle album, and then I got 2 for this next album that's he's working on right now.
DJ Epik, I don't know where to begin. Basically, he set what is known as the gold standard for Sacramento hip hop. In a lot of ways, hip hop in itself. Skills on the MPC are unrivaled. His mixes off the MPC, enviable to the T. And I can't wait to hear his new project. So Crates, Hippie Sabotage, DJ Epik.
Nowadays, I would say that cats have it a lot easier than when I started doing production. You know, back then, everything had to be face-to-face. You know, you didn't have the internet to help you, you know, get your stuff out there or to politic with artists that you might not be able to run into, you know, face-to-face. My advice would be just to make sure that you stay hungry. Do music as much as you can. You know, as much free time as you have in your life, focus it on your craft. Definitely don't make this mistake of being stagnant and sitting there and not being productive, because there's a million cats out there that do beats, and you know, there's thousands of them that are actually talented. So while you're sleeping, someone else is out there, you know, taking the opportunity that you might be able to take yourself, you know. Plan on making DJ Epik closer to being a household name for a lot of people, man. I'm really focusing this year on getting my beats out to as many artists as I can, getting on as many projects as I can, because even if I'm working with artists that I might not work with on a regular basis, it's always a good look for you, because that's one other person that might hear your music that wouldn't be exposed to you just by having your own projects or whatever, you know. I'm definitely available for work. You know, if you want to get at me, hit me up on Twitter, DJ Epik1. That's O-N-E, DJ Epik1 spelled out. And Epik is with a K. Let me throw that in there because everybody always misspells it. But yeah, for 2012, you know, I definitely have my own project that I'm working on right now. It's been years in the making, you know, trying to get myself to finally put out my own record, but I'm definitely taking the bull by the horns this year, and I'm going to get it out there. It doesn't really have a name yet, but just, you know, stay tuned for definitely a couple projects by me this year. One of them is going to be an album. I don't really want to call it a compilation, but being that I don't rap, you know, there's going to be a variety of artists on it. Plan on coming out with some beat tapes, and a project with Chase Moore is definitely in the works. You know, just stay tuned this year, because there's going to be a lot of DJ Epik work, you know, hitting the masses now.